It ends with us. I really hope that you know this name, because if you don't, then you've committed a big sin in the book community. This book rose to popularity very fast, and to put things to perspective, this is Rich Dad and Poor Dad, a very famous self-help book that you must have heard of. This book sold over 41 million copies worldwide and was published in the year 1997. And this is It Ends With Us, which has sold over 35 million copies and was published in the year 2016.
And think that there's no more fairy tales, just waking up at night in a cold hard sweat that kills me.
Alright, hey guys, what's going on? So I started reading this book way before making this video, as I was very excited about it. I already read 224 pages before starting this video. It's a very popular book, and the fact that a movie is being made off it is like cherry on the cake. I think that this is a good book in general. I've heard a lot of bad reviews and comments on this book, especially about Colleen Hoover. I think that she's done a great job writing this book. I've heard that Colleen Hoover has a writing style where she rants about every single thing she thinks of, but I think every author has a unique writing style, and so does Colleen Hoover. It is very acceptable. Honestly speaking, I would rate this book 3.5, actually 3.75 stars out of 5. It's very good, to be honest. So this book basically is the story of a character called Lily Bloom. Her full name is Lily Blossom Bloom, who is a florist. So she falls in love with this guy called Ryle Kincaid. It's a weird name, but it is what it is. And Ryle Kincaid is just a very open sort of a person. He just says whatever there is in his mind. The book basically talks about domestic violence, as Lily's father happens to be an abuser. He abuses her mother, which obviously has a very bad impact on Lily. She's traumatized because as a child, there were certain things which she wished she didn't had seen. And these things have an everlasting impact on your brain. It just leaves the scars out there permanently. In her relationship as well, she hopes that Ryle does not end up just like his father. But there are instances where Ryle also happens to be a physical abuser. Lily tries her best to give her a chance to prove that he is not like that and he is a much better person than that. This is what I read so far, and yes, there's this guy called Atlas Corrigan who she fell in love with when she was a teenager. Atlas used to be homeless and Lily used to help him a lot, and after so long she saw him while on a date dinner with Ryle, his sister, and his mother. So yep, this is so far what I've read. I would love to finish this book soon enough. There are just like about 150 pages left of this book, so I'm gonna complete it and then talk to you about it. Alright guys, what's up? So I don't know, out of the blue I decided to put a cooking segment in between of the book video. Let's go. That's what's special about my channel. In this recipe, I'll be sharing with you how to make hot chocolate. So let me tell you the ingredients that you will be needing. First of all, you will need a cup which has milk in it. Alright, you need to make sure that the milk inside is boiling hot. Next, chocolate chips. Alright, I think it's very important for the chocolatey, creamy texture of your hot chocolate. And lastly, a ready-made mix, because obviously I'm not a chef, so I'm just gonna pour this mix into it and ta-da, hot chocolate. And last but not the least, a spoon to stir all the components up. Step number 1 is going to be open hot chocolate up. By the way, I've had this once already previously in the day. This is my second time. My coffee obsession has turned into hot chocolate obsession, and this happens every damn year during Christmas time or New Year time. I don't know, man. So I'm just gonna add in. See, now this is, oh shoot, no worries. So alright, so basically what you need to do is add 1 tablespoon and then a little bit extra, because more chocolate is good. So add in probably half more, so 1.5 tablespoons of hot chocolate mixture, and kind of give it a stir. Okay, I can tell that it's very chocolatey just now. The amount of chocolate chips that you need to add depends from person to person. Now if you want more chocolateness in your recipe, then probably add more. If you want less chocolate, then probably don't add these. But I'm a guy who wants more of everything, so I'm gonna add these chocolate chips in it. Okay, so probably a handful of these chocolate chips, and in you go. Alright, it's a bad choice because I've got milk spilling all over, but you know, a little bit more. Okay, and as you guys can tell that I'm on a gym diet. This is my diet. Kidding. I think that it's ready. I think it's a good hot chocolate. By the way, if you can hear any random noises in the video, it's because it's thundering outside. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I think it's very chocolatey, it's very creamy, it's very flavory, just like the judges say it on MasterChef. I think it's rich in flavor. I think it's got the perfect blend of chocolate. So this is basically how my hot chocolate looks. As you can see, it's completely black. Like it's loaded with chocolate. That's how I like my hot chocolates, to be honest. Hey guys, good morning. So it's currently 7 a.m. right now. This is going to be the last day of me reading this book because I've set this goal to finish it today. I'm actually very excited to read the ending of this book. I think the book deserves it. It's a good book. I'm going to complete it right now and then give you my review about it. But for now, let me show you my setup. So this is my bed. Doesn't it look so cozy, guys? So I just got up from that cozy bed because you have to get up from the bed and be excited about doing something. So in the morning, I was very excited to read this book. So I think it's worth it. So as you can see, these are my spectacles, the book, then my journal where I write stuff down about this book. Then I've got these oats so that I'm hitting my calories for the day, and 750 milliliters of water and 2 pens. So this is my setup, and let's get reading. Okay, so I finished reading the book as planned. I think the ending was pretty weird. Let me give it out to you. So basically, Lily was pregnant and she was having a baby, like literally at the spot she was having the baby, and the baby came out. Then Lily held the baby and then she gave it to Ryo, and then she broke the news. I want a divorce. I think that this was thrown in at the moment. The ending was good. I mean, he should be divorced, but I think the timing was not perfect. Other than that, the story I think is good. It carries a very deep, heavy emotional sentiment to it, so just make sure you know that, and you have to follow through this phase which Lily experiences, this depressive state. It was the first time I've ever read something like that in a book. So I think that the book, after completing it, I'm gonna give it 3.5 because the ending was fast-paced and not like I expected it to be. But other than that, the book was good. It explained things in great sense. Basically, if you want to read it, I think you should read it. It's a good read because you would be wanting to read the next book. That is, It Starts With Us. That's the sequel to it. Like personally, I really want to read the sequel like ASAP right now. And the book kept me hooked throughout. The characters were interesting. They each had a role in the book. It wasn't like the characters was like just simply thrown in the book. And I think everybody had a motive to Colleen Hoover. She wrote a great book. This is all I wanted to share with you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.
We always roll down, drop my bean, y'all. She wanna fuck in the team, wow. I just been making a green, got it all over my jeans, yeah, wow.